Verse 55. Samvahayishyati padau tava kinkariyam harupa manjarirso chakaram bhuje dve yasmin manugya hridaye sadaye nayokim shriman bhavishyati taram shubhavasarasaha. So in this verse he describes Radhika to be manogya hridaye. This is one of the very sweet descriptions of Radhika. In every verse, some sweet description. So this is manogya hridaye. This means her heart is very sweet, very soft, and very enchanting, very delicate. This is manogya hridaye. So she's saying, oh, beautiful-hearted one. Like, oh, beautiful-hearted one. When will I have that auspicious chance to massage your feet while Rupa Manjari is massaging your lotus hands? So after she has gone in her Keli Talapam, then Rupa is massaging her hands and Rati Manjari is massaging her feet. So this is her prayer in this verse. There's many different details we hear about this. But first I want to talk about something important. Prabhuji told one pastime in class, meaning like one story of his own life. He said, we see like Prabhuji would every day go and massage Gurudev. In Kartik, in Mathura, whenever Gurudev would come. There's even pictures we have. Actually, there's even a video of Prabhuji in the early 80s, maybe 1983-4. Someone had an old camera and we can see Prabhuji is very skinny, like a toothpick, but very strong. Because that time they were eating, Prabhuji would cook for all the devotees, and then sometimes there would be nothing left, so he would fast. Prabhuji would cook breakfast. He would bring the wood, bring the water, cook breakfast, then go shopping, cook lunch, go begging actually. Collect some flour, collect some rice. Prabhuji would say that sometimes they would collect flour and they wouldn't have enough to make chapatis. So they would boil it and mix it with some different vegetable scraps and make a soup. Like flour and vegetable soup. And the devotees would take that, and sometimes there would be nothing left. You can imagine like a bunch of kids really hungry, and they're just drinking up this soup, and then they don't think about who's cooking and who's serving. So Prabhuji would fast. And especially Bengalis, they like to eat rice. But in Mathura, it was so difficult to collect rice, and you would have to beg. And generally in Mathura, they don't give rice, they give flour. And you have to beg from each house, and they give you a little bit of flour. At that time, the preaching was not so developed, and so it was very difficult to maintain. So Prabhuji is very skinny, and he would cook and feed and serve all the devotees, and then sometimes not take anything. So we can see Prabhuji is very skinny. And also Gurudev wouldn't like to collect a lot of stuff. Like they would go on Bhiksha, and some people would give many bags of rice, but Gurudev would never accept. He would say, take it back. I only want to collect as much as we can eat in one day, because then you'll become very lazy. If you collect a lot of rice and fill up the storeroom, then you'll just sleep in your room, you'll never go on Bhiksha. So Prabhuji was doing such difficult austerities, no shoes, and he was walking in the streets in Mathura when it's like 115 degree Fahrenheit, like 55 or 52, 53 centigrade. And his feet, when you walk like that, after a short time, your feet gets many blisters. And so you can see like sometimes on Prabhuji's feet, like this times the skin peeled off. So many austerities were done, but when you are with Guru and Vaishnavas who you have a heart-to-heart relation with, these austerities are not difficult. It's actually very pleasurable. You don't experience any suffering in this. When he was first coming to Mathura, then Gurudev said, no, you shouldn't come. It's so hot and so cold. There's no power and very austere. But he said, I don't care. So Prabhuji came and he was serving so nicely. So there's a video where you can see Prabhuji massaging Gurudev. And this is way back when. Prabhuji is very thin, but at the same time very strong. And he's massaging Gurudev's back and arms. So this would be every day he was serving Prabhuji he was serving Gurudev like seva, cooking, washing the clothes. Sometimes Tirtha Maharaj was there also, and they would fight over one time. Like Prabhuji would wash his clothes, and he would say, "No, that's my service." And he picked up a burning stick from the fire and started chasing Prabhuji. Prabhuji tells this story also. That the devotees had so much attachment to service. If this is my service, you shouldn't take my service. This is real mamata for seva. This is my seva, why are you taking my seva? Nowadays, oh, you want my seva? Take it all, please. So, what's the point? Okay, so in Kartik, later on, like in the 2000s, every day Prabhuji would cook and then go and massage Gurudev. So one day, generally, like Madhav Maharaj would be there or some other devotees would be there. But one day Prabhuji saw no one was there. And so he called one devotee who had been around for like 2 years, and he said, oh, you should come and help me. So together, you have to give oil massage and then dry with a towel and then give like warm water like we do every day for Thakurji. You give oil, then you dry, then you give bath, and then you dry, and then you dress. So this is one kind of... Actually, we shouldn't think these sevas are because they're enjoyers. This seva is something that is given to us as a great opportunity to have some intimate relationship with them. Because we see, like, even in ordinary family life, you don't see, like, the wife is giving oil massage to the husband giving oil massage to the wife or to the parents. It's a very intimate kind of seva. And nowadays, maybe in the past, people would have this kind of etiquette where they would serve each other very nicely. But nowadays, everyone is very dry. Even they don't like to cook. They'll hire some cook, and the children will be away at school and daycare. The husband will be working, the mother will be working, the wife will be working. And then they come together at night, and in the name of talking, they'll just watch some TV show and microwave some dinner or have some maid cook for them and clean. So there's no relationship because of this, and therefore they easily get divorced. There's no seva. Love comes from seva. If there's no seva, then how are you going to have a loving relationship? There's no exchange of loving, like Rupa Goswami says, the Rati Pratigrinati. So Prabhuji was massaging Gurudev, and after this massage, during darshan, this person asked Gurudev, oh Gurudev, did Rupa Goswami get oil massage? Did Sanatana Goswami did Raghunath Das Goswami get oil massage? Is this proper etiquette? And after he left, Gurudev called Prabhuji, said, Prabhuji, come. He said, you should not bring anadikar people. People who don't have proper qualification for service should not be given this, because they'll only make aparad. And by this offensive mood, they'll end up going very far away. So people who don't have a proper mentality or qualification should not be given this intimate kind of service. The same thing for Radha and Krishna. We shouldn't think like, oh, very easily we can go into Braj and get this kind of Kunj Seva. It's not so easy. We have to develop purity, clean our heart, and develop proper qualification. Otherwise, they're not going to give it. It's like they have the exclusive right for this. We don't... Shrivakar Maharaj would say, first deserve, then like ask for it. First you should come to the state of deserving it. Otherwise, why are they going to give it to you? So Prabhuji tells this story. He says, when you get these kind of seva, you should be very respectful and never think, oh, Gurudev is like an enjoyer. This chance to serve like this is a very, very special chance. And in Manasi Seva, we should be doing this also. If people learn how to do this in Manasi Seva, they can get qualification to do it directly also. Because this means we have respect. In your mind, you can serve Guru and Vaishnavas, you can give massage, you can do arti, you can offer boga. But nowadays, people don't have respect. They think, okay, I can worship Radha Krishna Thakurji, but Vaishnavas, I will not do this for them. They are not so advanced. And maybe we respect Guru, but we don't respect Vaishnavas. So we should be very careful. Always try to be amani manad hoy Krishna Nam Sadalebe. Always be very humble and always chanting Krishna Nam. One time in Mayapur, a devotee came who was a very wealthy businessman. And he came to Bhaktisiddhanta and said, I want to hear the Bhagavatam. Send me to one of your very qualified followers. So Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada said, yes, you should go out to the vegetable garden, and there's one Vaishnav there, Vaishnav Das. He is the most qualified to speak the Bhagavatam. And so this businessman was a little confused. But then he went to the garden, and he saw Vaishnav Das was taking care of the eggplant, the cauliflower, the cabbage, tomatoes, and he was glorifying all the vegetables. Oh, hey Vaishnava Thakura Dhoya Saragora, Edase Karuna Koi. Oh, cauliflower Vaishnav Thakur. Oh, eggplant Vaishnav Thakur. Oh, tomato Vaishnav Thakur. You are so fortunate. You are about to be directly offered to Radhakrishna Mahaprabhu. When will that day come that I will be able to offer my body in service directly? Now my body is very gross. Every day stool, urine, bad smelling sweat is coming from my body. Anything that comes from me is useless. But you are so nice, I can cook you into some very delicious preparation, and directly Radha Krishna and Mahaprabhu will taste this, and all the Brajavasis will relish this. In eternal Braj, the fruits and vegetables, they're also eternal. So they do their seva and then they go back to their tree. Prabhupada describes like this. Even the flowers, they're all eternal, Satchidananda. And they're also conscious, so they get a chance. They have different families. And, oh, today, from this family, I got to go and serve Radhika as her garland. I got to serve Krishna. And afterwards, they reappear in their family. So it's Chat-Chit-Ananda like this, transcendental. But we should see with honor, oh, they're so much more qualified than I am. These vegetables, they're more advanced than I am, because directly they're serving the Vaishnavas, directly they're serving Radha Krishna, and yet I am so low and fallen. If we have this mood of humility, Trinadika Hinadin, then we can advance. Otherwise, if we're very proud and we're just showing neglect to everyone, then we'll never advance in a million lifetimes. So this businessman came to the garden and he saw Vaishnav Das praising all and glorifying and singing while weeping in ecstasy. And then he approached him and said, oh, Prabhupada sent me to take shelter of you. Please accept me as your follower and give me some seva. And so then he began to water the vegetables and pick different fruits and vegetables, pick flowers. And while doing this seva, he said, please speak to me about the Bhagavatam. He said, this is the Bhagavatam. There is Granta Bhagavat and Bhakta Bhagavat. All these vegetables are Bhakta Bhagavat. And then he began to glorify who is Bhakta and what are the different rasas. And so by this, he fully understood the Bhagavatam. Otherwise, it is said, Bhaktya Bhagavatam Raja Nata Buddhaya Natikaya. There's a verse, Aham Vedmi Sukha Vedmi Vyasa Veti Naveti Va Bhakta Bhagavatam Raja Nata Buddhaya Natikaya. That once Sukadev said, I know the Bhagavatam. Mahadev knows the Bhagavatam. I think Mahadev says this. Aham Vedmi Sukha Veti. Mahadev says, I know the Bhagavatam. Sukha knows the Bhagavatam. Whether Vyas knows or not, there's no guarantee, even though he has written it down. Why? Bhaktya Bhagavatam Raja. Where there is the devotee, they can enter the Bhagavatam. Because Vyas is this Lord himself. He cannot fully understand all the moods. He can write it and put it there. But to fully enter all the moods, you need to be a Bhakta. So the Bhakta can understand all these things. But if you're very proud and you don't have this mood of Bhakti, then you'll never enter these topics. So in these two verses next, we're going to hear how much of a humble mood the Manjaris have to serve. We heard this already. They pray, let me use my hair to clean the drains outside Javat. And also in Nanda Bhavan, let me sweep the pathways. Like Shyamananda Prabhu was sweeping every day the pathways in Braj. Like Narottam Das Tagore was cleaning the pathways and especially even the latrine of Lokanath Das Goswami. So when we develop this mood of humility, then certainly we can get Radha Krishna's seva. Otherwise, it's not possible. So we're going to quickly, maybe we stop here, huh? Okay, Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bo. Radha Radha, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel down there. Share with your friends, ask a question in the comments, and check out our website, kripa.tv, for courses, to support us, and for our articles and more. Hari Bo.